Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome back to another video. As always, a free way you can support the channel. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. I am actually making a standalone video. I've been going live the last few weeks, and I want to tell you why I've been going live instead of making standalone videos. It's basically, I don't know. I get this feeling that, I share a news story that's bullish and it does this thing where it gets people's expectations up, or I share a news story that's bearish and it just causes too much of an overreaction in either direction. And so I've just been focusing on going live to just kind of communicate that whatever news comes out with Bitcoin between $30,000 and $42,000, I am just kind of laying low. I'm waiting for things to play out, because I just don't want to get people too hopeful in either direction. I have been on record saying that we are going to see a small green candle for July. I don't expect much for July. And then August, same thing. August I think will be a little bit better. Plan B, Stock to Flow Creator, says that the August close for his model to be validated, which I'm really rooting for him. The lowest price that Bitcoin could be would be $47,000 at the end of August, and then $43,000 at the end of September, and $64,000 at the end of October. So things could get very interesting here. But until then, I'm just chilling. Bitcoin did something really interesting over the last hour. It sunk down to 33,100 something, and then it bounced right back up. It's been trending in the 33,000 range all day. I just, if that's some sort of bounce and we're going to go even further into 34s, 35s, great. Otherwise, I'm not really, it's just not going to be on my radar that much, and that's the case for a whole lot of other cryptos. I do see that SNX is up pretty big today, and it's good to see, but, Cardano's holding strong. Cardano's looking good. I'm not going to lie about that. So a couple things that I wanted to share. I'm in a little bit of a dilemma right now. So, most of you, I'm sure, follow me on TikTok. That is where I have my biggest following, 68.9 thousand. That really blows me away. I want to tell you guys something. I have been focusing on, especially recently, I'm trying to think here. I have been focusing on, these last three videos, I've been focusing on upping my game for content when it comes to the educational value of the content. So if you were to watch any of these three most recent videos, you'd find some things. You'd find some Glassnode chart analysis. You would find things like that. And the reason why I'm doing that is that it's weird. On TikTok, I feel like a little bit of a minority when it comes to how bullish I am. I did share that in this third most recent video, that one titled Bitcoin to the 20s this month. It seems like there is a sentiment on TikTok that we are going down into the 20s for Bitcoin. I would say, actually with a great deal of confidence, that that we're not, and that they're wrong. Like, legitimately, I truly believe that they are wrong. And one thing that I think is happening, and I need to be careful with the words that I say here, is that they're following the lead of Crypto Weatherman. Now, Crypto Weatherman, let me tell you about Crypto Weatherman. He is a brilliant guy. I am a friend of his. I like him a lot. We communicate pretty often, especially on each other's live streams, or he hops onto mine a lot. He hasn't been going live as much as he has in the past. And he is momentarily, this is the interesting thing. Okay, if you ask him in 2022 where the price of Bitcoin is going, he would say, I think his estimate is $162,000. So very bullish over the next year. But if you watch a lot of his TikToks recently, he's given bearish price projections. There was one video where he made a prediction of $13,000 to $20,000. A new one that just came out that it's $24,000 now. And one thing I love seeing this, he just started a couple months ago. more followers than me, totally deserves it. Puts a lot of efforts into his videos, a lot of amazing technical analysis. He analyzes things from so many different angles, and I'm really excited to see what's going on with him. And, on TikTok, I'm not going to publicly disagree with him, but on YouTube, as I'm able to make longer videos, I will go on record basically saying, Crypto Weatherman, I disagree with you. And I've made a case for that in the last 3 TikToks that I've made without mentioning Crypto Weatherman. I don't want to do that. I am not an opponent of Crypto Weatherman. I would say that actually, no, we're on the same team. And actually, I do take a lot of my cues from him. It's just, I think a lot of people are taking a lot of cues from Crypto Weatherman. And so here's the thing that, this is a logical fallacy that I'm kind of about to do, is this idea of appealing to authority. On Twitter, there are people who I also take my cues from, William Clemente being one of them. He has access to level 3 Glassnode analysis. Willy Woo, a big on-chain analytics guy. And, we're talking about the difference between technical analysis, which Crypto Weatherman is very heavy technical analysis, and I am much more heavy with metrics, with fundamental analysis. And so I think we're going to see a bit of a clash with this. Willy Woo, one of the most respected guys in the game. When you see anything that I post on TikTok or on YouTube, wherever, you're going to see a lot of Willy Woo-like thinking when it comes to cryptocurrency and where things are going in general. So TikTok is, I'm actually excited about this. It's kind of taking on a life of its own as its own sphere of influence when it comes to people who are middle to big names on that platform. And you're not seeing a whole lot of the same thoughts on TikTok as you're seeing on YouTube or on Twitter. And I'm happy about that. I want, primarily as a TikTok influencer, I want TikTok to rise in prominence to Twitter and to YouTube when it comes to influencers on either platform. And, we'll see what that ends up looking like. But, who knows? I make a case, and I would encourage you to watch any of these 3 most recent TikToks. I make a case why I am much more of a bull right now than a whole lot of my peers on TikTok. And I make a case for why now, of all times, is if you compare right now to a month ago, to June 5th of this year, fundamentally, there's no metric where I would say we are weaker now than we were on June 5th. And I'll leave it at that. We're looking stronger right now. We have a stronger base. The fact that we haven't crashed in the 20s after all this time in the 30s. There's so much strength right now. Whales are accumulating. Long-term holders are accumulating. All of those things. I did want to do a check-in on a couple things and then give some more thoughts. So Bitcoin trend analysis. Look at the peak in 2017. We've gone to about half of that so far this year, 53 in comparison to 100 at the end of 2017, early 2018 for Bitcoin search analysis. The people are losing interest in Bitcoin. It's really interesting to see, and that's a good thing. I see that as a good thing. I've been on record saying that we are in a bear market, but not the bear market, and this would be an indicator that that's absolutely true. We are in a bear market with a low score of 20, which is the lowest since December of 2020. We are in a bear market, and that's fine. That is the time when you buy. That's the time when you do things that are going to make you wealthy. And what else? MVRVZ score is looking at a place where I would not be nervous about buying right now. You compare this. Again, I'm on record saying we are looking very similar to 2013. And where did MVRVZ score bottom out? Around, actually very close to this time in July of 2013, after it peaked. Okay, Bitcoin's peak in the first peak in 2013 was April 8th of 2013. The peak in 2017 was April 14th. So April 8th in 2013, April 14th in 2017. MVRV Z-score bottom, which was also the Bitcoin bottom after that peak in 2013, July 6th of 2013. And we are very close to a bottom. Maybe we'll hit that bottom sometime this week. June 21st was the lowest, 1.2. But we are now July 5th of 2021. I mean, according to this metric, if you're looking at it historically, we are very, very close to a bottom. This might be the bottom. I really think that $28,800 was the bottom of this bear market, this mini bear market that we are in. Something else I'm paying attention to is, I've been saying, let me move myself out of the way real quick, like looking at a cryptocurrency like Cardano from its peak in January of 2018 to its bear market bottom. I think it got down all the way to 2 cents or something like that. From the peak to its bear market bottom, it lost about 99% of its value. But then look at how quickly things went down. All right, February 3rd, peak was in January 8th or something like that, I want to say. January 6th, January 8th. February 3rd, it had lost about 70% of its value. And by March 29th, it was pretty much over. I mean, we're looking at a period of about 2.5 months when it was clear that the bull run was over. Okay? There were probably people in a phase of disbelief at that time thinking, nah, we're fine, we'll bounce back. But it was clear that the bull run was over 2.5 months later. But I would say even it was clear that the bull run was over less than a month later. Here we are, a month after the peak. When was that? That peak for Cardano was May 15th. We are nearing 2 months. And would you say, looking at this price right here, that it's clear that this bull run is over? I would say no, that we are in a bear market, but not the bear market. So those are some things that I'm working through right now. This TikTok that I just made, what would happen if a Bitcoin ETF launched in the United States? I am blown away. I've shared this on my Twitter account. I'm blown away by what I'm seeing with the Purpose ETF that launched in Canada. Purpose Bitcoin ETF now holds a total of 22,300 Bitcoin worth $789 million. So I did an exercise. What would happen? Oh, and they are adding at a pace of 86.14 Bitcoin per day. 86.14 of the 900 mined Bitcoin a day is going into a Canadian ETF of all places. So what would happen if a Bitcoin ETF launched in the United States? By my calculations, and I shared this on TikTok, but let me tell you this, my calculations is that the United States stock market, the access that would give to people would be about an 8x in comparison to Canada. I actually thought it would be more, but then just the little bit of research that I did, I came to the conclusion that it would be an 8x from Canada. That's 680 Bitcoin added to a United States ETF per day. 900 Bitcoin mined a day, 680 going straight to a United States ETF. And what happens after that? Have 420, it goes to 450 Bitcoin mined a day, and still 680 is going just to the ETF, not even talking about institutional investment, not talking about the Canadian ETF. From what I understand, there's going to be an Australian ETF launched soon. The United Arab Emirates launched an ETF, and that's just ETFs. I mean, a supply crunch is coming. This squeeze, I think, is going to happen sooner than even I'm able to calculate in my head right now. I mean, I've been thinking a period of about 1,000 days. In my opinion, and this is even without the United States ETF, in my opinion, I think it's going to be sooner than that. So the fundamentals are solid. And much love to the people on TikTok, to Crypto Weatherman especially. I'm so excited to see what's going on with his channel. I am his biggest supporter. It is about this in particular that I would say, yeah, I think you're wrong, man. But much love to you. Much love to you. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, what do you think? Where are we going from here? Would love to hear your thoughts.